So, what is a dopamine detox and how can it benefit your life? Now, if you're someone who tends to have a lot of bad habits, okay, you have a lot of addictions. Let's just say you spend all your free time playing video games. You spend all your free time scrolling on social media. You spend every day watching pornography. This is going to be for you, bro. This is going to be for you because this is the thing that will save you from those addictions. This is going to be the thing that essentially just changes your life forever if you've never even heard of it, okay? So if you have heard of it and you've seen these videos on YouTube of dopamine detox, 24 hours, 5 days or whatever, those videos are bullshit and they're lying to you because the reality is you've had these bad habits for years, right? You've had these bad habits for years. It's not just going to take one day to get rid of these habits. It's a lifestyle. So when you think about it, think of it more in a lifestyle as opposed to just, oh, I'm going to go on a quick detox or a quick fast and all my problems are going to go away. No. It's going to be an actual lifestyle that you have to live, bro. This is not just some quick fix. You know what I mean? So what even is a dopamine detox? So first of all, I'm going to explain it really simply so you can kind of wrap your mind around it because it just may sound complicated or you might not really understand it. So number one, when you do one of your bad habits, okay, let's just say you're playing video games way too much than you should be. You're spending all your time on video games. You want to be more productive, but you can't. You want to go to the gym, but you don't find the motivation or you don't have the discipline. This is one of the things I've heard the most is people being like, oh, I don't have motivation to do the hard work. I don't have motivation to have discipline. One of the biggest reasons for that is because when you do something like playing video games, your brain gets a reward from playing the game. Okay, so when you log onto your computer and you start playing the game, your brain gets a reward from doing that. And that reward, it's basically like a chemical. It's called dopamine, and you get a spike when you do these activities. So when you watch porn, when you play video games, when you're scrolling on social media all day, right? That's the spike that you're getting. That's the reward you're getting. And that's what's called a dopamine spike. Now, the dopamine detox is basically removing those addictions so that you can actually get dopamine spikes from doing the things that you want to be doing, the things that make you productive, the things that actually level you up in life. So if you've been finding it hard to be motivated to go to the gym, if you've been finding it hard and you're not motivated to do your schoolwork, right? If you've been finding it hard and motivated to just go to work and just to enjoy life, you find everything around you just feels boring. The reason is because you are only getting dopamine spikes from the bad habits and the activities and addictions that you know you need to break. And so when I discovered this, it really blew my mind. Now, for the past few years, I've been kind of along this path of doing it, but only recently have I gotten really serious about eliminating every addiction that I have and looking and trying to find every single thing. The reason why you want to do it, you might say, well, what's the point, bro? Like, what's even the point of eliminating these things? Because, I love playing video games. I love being able to get the satisfaction of watching porn or something like that. Well, let me ask you, why are you on YouTube watching this video right now? Why are you at a point in life right now where you're not happy, where you're not satisfied, where you're not having so much fun, and you're not being so engaged on your purpose and so locked in that you don't even have time for YouTube right now? And I know that might sound a little bit hypocritical because I'm making a YouTube video, but this is what I feel called to do, and this is kind of the path that I'm taking. So the reality of the situation is you need a dopamine detox if you are addicted to these things and if you find lack of motivation doing the hard things. And the goal of a dopamine detox, like I just mentioned, is it's to take the dopamine spikes away from the activities you don't want to be doing and actually get the dopamine spikes doing things that will actually level you up in real life. So right now, if you're obsessed with, instant gratification, which means you're obsessed with getting those quick dopamine spikes from social media, from video games, what's happening, bro, is you're not spending nearly enough time on the problems you have in real life that you could be fixing. Where is your physique right now? What level is your physique and health at? What level is your mental health? What level are your relationships and your money at? Because you could probably be a lot farther ahead right now than where you are if you actually followed through with this protocol. And if you actually looked into dopamine detoxing. So that's what dopamine detoxing can really do for you. And the problem right now we have in the world is so many people are depressed. So many of us young guys have these addictions where we have horrible mental health, where we're struggling. We feel depressed every day. We feel like we're not enough. We're constantly comparing ourselves on social media, right? And you're like, dude, my life sucks compared to these people. How come these people are winning? How come everyone else seems to be winning but not me? A big part of it is because you have an addictive personality, just like me. You have an addictive personality, so when you get locked in with these bad habits, you don't want to go do other hard work. The reason I have the body I have right now, the reason that I'm able to actually have this YouTube channel and be able to consistently post content, the reason I'm able to actually start this business online and chase my dreams, the reason I'm able to have a steady relationship with a girl that I'm actually in love with, the reason for all of that is because I actually cut out all the bad habits that I had through the dopamine detox. And so now I get all those spikes from doing what's quote unquote hard work to the rest of society. For me is becoming continually as I go more and more down the path. It's becoming easier and easier. So you live life on easy mode and you just fly by everybody else. So that's what a dopamine detox can really do for you. And what's crazy to me, bro, is if you look around, it's not only you who's addicted. It's not only you who's addicted to video games, to social media. Now it's the older generation as well. Now it's our parents. Now it's our grandparents. They're all addicted to the internet. They're all plugged in constantly. And so you have to think to yourself this. You have to think to yourself, if there's a life that you want to be living, you have a dream life in your mind's eye about the way that you could potentially be living in terms of, your money, women, your physique, and you're not actually getting there, it's because you're obsessed and your dopamine is locked in to these bad habits. And the only way for you to get out of those, the only way I found, is to actually cut everything out. Now, a lot of people will tell you, all right, bro, yeah, it's a good idea not to play too much video games. It's a good idea not to watch too much porn. It's a good idea not to smoke too much weed. But bro, the reality is you don't know what it's like to be moderate. And most likely right now when you're addicted and you're in the stage you're in, you can't afford to do moderation, bro. You got to go extreme. You got to completely cut this stuff out. Now, I'm not saying you have to do it all at once because that would just be crazy, right? But what I'm saying is you need to start an elimination process and then you need to start replacing those bad activities with good activities. So say you quit video games. You don't just quit and then just do nothing. You don't just quit and just sit around. You quit and then you tie that dopamine back in with something productive, like going to the gym. So this is one of the biggest discoveries I had in my entire life. And if I could go back and tell my younger self one thing, it would be this. It would be to eliminate these bad habits that you have and to do it through a dopamine detox. And like I mentioned earlier, the real key to that and the real reason you want to go about doing it this way, bro, is because you only have so much willpower. You only have so much discipline. I mean, put it this way. Does anyone need to motivate you to go play video games? Does anyone need to motivate you? Or do you need to be disciplined to go watch porn? No, of course not. Not only do you not need to be motivated or you not need to be disciplined, you have a craving for it. You literally run to it. You'll be outside looking around, doing other stuff in your life, and you'll feel bored because you want to get back to that other thing. You want to get back to that addiction. That's how bad it gets. And I know because I was there, bro. I'm not saying this as a place of not being understanding or not knowing a place that you're at. I went through this myself, bro. I'm talking to my younger self here. And so if there was one thing I could impart, it would be to tell you to try to go on this path. Now, I'm not going to get into like the details of everything right now. I'm just kind of more bringing it up as to if you've never heard of it before, or if maybe you just have seen some YouTube videos but you're not really sure what it's about. That's basically what it's about. It's a way for you to cut out your bad habits and your addictions, not only so you can improve your mental health, just your day-to-day, just feeling happy, just feeling not guilty, right? And not feeling like you have all these addictions. But it's also a way for you to level up extremely fast in life. Because think about this, bro. You know what's crazy right now? Everyone around you within your age group, okay? I'm in my 20s right now. The majority of people within my age group and the majority within your age group, if you're on the younger side, even if you're older, honestly, they're addicted. They spend literally 10 hours a day on all these addictions. So by you going on a dopamine detox and cutting these things out and then focusing your motivation and energy on your goals, You will fly by everybody else. You will beat everyone else. You will beat the competition because everyone else is distracted. Everyone else is overstimulated, right? They're overstimulated. A lot of us guys are, oh, I don't know what my purpose is. What is my purpose? I don't feel like I have a mission in life. This was me too, bro. Yeah, motherfucker, because you're constantly obsessed with instant gratification. Because you spend literally 10 hours a day on YouTube. You spend 10 hours a day playing video games. Of course you don't know what your purpose is. You're not doing anything with your life. That's just the way it works. Like, you can't continue to like sit and complain about how bad your life is, bro, and not take any action. It just does. You're never gonna get anywhere because you're the only one coming to save. Like, no one's coming to save you. That's the reality, bro. No one is coming to save you. Everyone else is trying to live their own life, and everyone else is trying to level up and, you know, get status and improve and get the money and get the girls and everything. No one's coming to save you. No one gives a shit about you. In fact, if anything, they want you to stay down. They want you down here. They want you to stay crawling. They want you to stay addicted and obsessed because if you think about it this way, all your attention goes into their platforms. Like when it comes to social media, all your attention that you give them literally makes them rich. Why do you think that they design these platforms, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, to literally keep you addicted and hooked every second, scrolling, getting that dopamine hit? Because if they can keep your attention on that platform, that's how they make money, dude. That's how they make money. But it's not how you make money. That's the problem. It's not how you make money. Because you're still broke. Because you're not where you want to be in terms of your business. You're still working a job that you hate. Or you don't even have a job. So the reality of the situation is, if you want to improve and you want to skyrocket your abilities, you want to skyrocket your ability to achieve goals and just knock them out of the park like so easily, this is why a dopamine detox is the number one thing that you should do. And it's almost a hidden secret because, yeah, it's almost like an underground kind of hidden secret because they don't want you to know this stuff. They don't want you to break free of social media. They don't, because the more they can control you, the more sedatives or the more things that they can cause you to cope with life and just stay under the influence of like the drugs and just keep you sedated, keep your energy low, keep your vibration low, keep your testosterone low. The more they can do that, the easier they can control you. It's so much easier to control you that way because you're a slave to your dopamine. You're a slave to your brain because whatever your brain wants, you know, you go play that video game, you go walk outside, you go try to do some work at the gym. This isn't really that fun, bro. This isn't really that fun. I'm bored. You know, you get on your phone at the gym, start scrolling through social media. Can't even spend an hour in the gym without looking at your phone. Then you go back home and you're like, oh man, I'm really bored. Let me go play some video games. Let's go spend another 2 hours. I mean, you're never going to find like your mission in life. You're never going to find your purpose that way, bro. It's just not going to work. So yeah, I just want to bring this to your attention. If you're not aware of it, dopamine detox will save your life. It saved my life. It really did. Like going on a dopamine detox and living it as a lifestyle, not just like, 24-hour fast. You know what I mean? That usually doesn't really work. Like doing the quick 24-hour fast. Yeah, you'll make it through. You might make it through a day. But if you do, then you just get the cravings and you just go right back to it. So if you want to quit your addictions, if you want to improve your mental health, you want to improve your physical health, this is what this channel is all about. I'm on a journey to reach my potential as a man, right? And not fall into this group of all these other hundreds of millions of men who are just falling into these addictions and just doing nothing with their lives. Because times are going to get harder, bro. Times are getting harder, and we have to level ourselves up if we want to be in position to win. And I'm going to be in a position to win. So, yeah, if you want to follow along with this journey and come to the top with me, bro, subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe to the channel. And I'm going to keep making content like this. If you guys want me to, I will make a video on kind of how to go more into this dopamine detox and how to actually start like implementing it into your life so that you can start to quit your bad habits. Because that's the number one thing that will give you back your time. It'll give you back your time, your attention, your mind will actually be able to start working on problems, solving things. You'll be able to actually move towards your goals, like building a great physique, having better relationships, more money. Just everything improves, man. Everything improves. But it's a hard lifestyle. It's not for everyone. That's the one thing I want to mention. This is not for everybody. Most people are going to struggle with this, bro. They're going to struggle so hard and they're going to give up because they're weak men. They'd rather be a slave to their addictions than to become free, essentially. That's what it is. And that's the thing, is if you don't know what you want to do in life right now, and you're so confused and you don't know what you want to do, that anxiety and that sort of bad mental health state will drive you into these addictions even more. So if you don't know what you want to do with life, then this is what the dopamine detox is for as well. Like if you're like, I don't know what my purpose is, I don't know what my mission is, I don't know what job I should get, should I go to college, should I start a business, I see everyone else on social media, like they're all rich and famous, should I become a YouTuber? Like if you don't know what to do, dopamine detox is the way to go, bro. So dopamine detox for everything, bro. All around, it's a solution to so many problems in your life. Let me know if you want me to make another video on like how to go more into it, more in depth of like the actual steps that you can take. So that's basically it, bro. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.